We did have 3 executive sessions, one on October 6th dealing with personnel, one on October 11th dealing with litigation and real estate, and again on October 12th dealing with litigation and real estate. At this time, I'll recognize my executive assistant, Anne Marie Grill, for the public comment policy.
Thank you, Commissioner Leinbach. Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit 1 comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used: Teams, Q&A, Facebook, and YouTube. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the discretion of the board. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue with the commissioners. The county solicitor shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any commissioner response to public comment will be done at the discretion of the commissioners.
Thank you very much, Anne Marie. There is no public comment in person, nor is there any public comment online dealing with specific agenda items. With that, we'll move into our agenda. Item 1, authorizing under that, Budget Department. Adopt a resolution authorizing 2022 budget transfers in the amount of $600,000 and 2022 appropriations in the amount of $73,500 per listing dated October 7th of 2022. We have several items listed under Human Resources. Item 1, authorize the appointment of Sean Brothwell to Assistant Public Defender 2 in the Public Defender's Office. Item 2, authorize the promotion of Douglas Grove from Assistant Park Ranger Supervisor to Park Ranger Supervisor. Item 3, authorize the transfer of Kristen Schlottman from Juvenile Court Operations Manager to Juvenile Probation. Juvenile Probation to Judicial Coordinator in Court Administration. Sorry about that. Item 4, authorize the utilization of a temp agency for 2 developer analyst positions in information systems. There's several items listed under the commissioners. Item A, adopt a resolution authorizing Brian Gottschall, Director of the Department of Emergency Services, to execute an agreement between the County of Berks and Geisinger Medical Center through its Life Flight program to utilize their one-call system for aero medical dispatching. Item B, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute the EHD Risk Control Service Agreement renewal effective January 1st of 2023 and ending December 31st of 2023. Item C, adopt a resolution rescinding prior resolution and replacing it with a new resolution authorizing the Director of Facilities and Operations and Deputy Director of Facilities and Operations to be the designated signatory agents concerning motor vehicle lease documents with Enterprise Fleet Management, Inc. Item D, adopt a resolution authorizing the chair to execute the lobbying certification form for mental health, intellectual disabilities program fiscal year 2022-2023 funding allocation for community mental health services. Item E, adopt a resolution authorizing Ronald Seaman, Chief Operations Officer, to apply for the Local Assistance and Tribal Consistency Fund for fiscal years 2022 and 2023 in the amount of $50,000 each year. Item F, adopt a resolution authorizing execution of the subgrant application for local law enforcement support to the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency. The Sheriff's Office will use the grant to replace equipment to maintain their less lethal program. Item G, adopt a resolution authorizing execution of the lease agreement between the County of Berks and Service Access and Management, Inc. for the leasing of second floor space at 19 North 6th Street, Reading, PA, for use as general office space and essential county services. Item 2, motion to authorize execution of contract agreements and amendments as set forth on the attached listing dated October 7th of 2022. There are 7 contracts, 1 with Career Link, 1 with Facilities, 1 with Parks and Rec, and 4 with the Treasurer's Office. And item 3, a motion to authorize execution of the payments and electronic transfers as set forth on the Controller's Office voucher listing dated October the 13th of 2022.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Just want to comment under 360.2022, the lease for the SAM building at 19 North 6th Street is really a positive thing for the county. It'll be about 7,000 square feet of space for us to do pre-canvassing and tabulation of the mail-in and absentee ballots. We have been like, I think, nomads over the last couple of years. I just wrote down, we started at the 13th floor Commissioner's Boardroom the first time, went to the Doubletree Ballroom, went to the arena, went back to the Doubletree, and went out to the South Campus in Moton to do this work. So this will give us, hopefully, going forward, a permanent location for the equipment and for the personnel to do this very important work for election services the day of the election. So very pleased that this is on the agenda. And if approved today, we can start getting started on upfitting the facility for November 8th.
And earlier this week, I went on a tour of the space, and I think it's a great location. It's right here next to the courthouse. So
we learned a little bit. We traveled to Chester County a couple months ago, and they took over a floor of what was formerly their IT department in their downtown campus, and kind of got the same idea how to set that up here. Took numerous photographs and interviews. So we're going to try to emulate almost the same square footage as Chester County has done. That way the equipment's there, doesn't have to be moved around, and it can stay there in its permanency. So I think it's a good move.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I'll second the motion.
Well, actually, the motion had been made and seconded.
Did I second it?
That was the second.
No, second.
Yeah.
So that would make it a third then.
He's emphasizing a second.
So the motion has been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is carried. We'll move now to our treasurer's report, and we have the Deputy Treasurer, Linda Weaver. Linda.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have an opening balance of $228,614,837.01. We have a balance to clear of $7,969,683.69, leaving us with a balance of $220,645,153.32.
Thank you very much, Linda. We'll move now to our Berks County Controller, Sandy Graffius.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Our accounts payable today is $10,142,216.51, and there was no payroll.
Oh, that was brief. I think she froze and is disconnected. So thank you, Sandy. Oh, now she's back now.
I left you. That's all I had to say. I wasn't going to waste your time.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was a record report, Sandy, but thank you very much. We'll move now to our Chief Operations Officer, Ron Seaman.
Thank you, Commissioner. I just have one brief announcement on behalf of our Parks Department. It's a little premature, but so everyone has ample time for planning. On Saturday, October the 22nd, there will be Harvest Fun Day held at the Berks County Heritage Center from 1 to 4 p.m. And this is a special event presented with the Yoakum Institute for Arts Education. There are activities planned for the entire family. So if you want more information, consult the Park and Recreation Department website or the county website for the Parks Department, or call the Parks Department.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ron. We'll move now to reports from commissioners, and we'll begin with Commissioner Michael Rivera.
Thank you, Commissioner Lineback. Just a few items here to touch on. Want to congratulate the Hispanic Center on the ribbon cutting of their senior center, Casa La Amistad, which was held yesterday. It's a great space there for seniors here in the city of Reading to be able to go meet other seniors, have lunch, and spend some time there having some fun. So congratulations to the Hispanic Center for the new Casa La Amistad and for the great work that they do with our seniors. Also, this Monday is the 21st annual Safe Berks Silent Witness March and Dedication. And this is done as part of Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is now the month of October. This is a solemn event where we honor and remember the Berks County victims of domestic violence homicide and offer support to their families and friends. And it's this Monday, October 17th. The starting location at 11 a.m. will be at Safe Berks at 255 Chestnut Street in Reading. The march begins at 11:15, ends at the Reading Area Community College Schmidt Training and Technology Center. And then there's a ceremony at 12 p.m. and there will be lunch following the ceremony. If you need more information, please reach out to Safe Berks. So this is free and open to the public. So if you are or know of anyone, family member, friend who is a victim of domestic violence and would like to go and support the family members of those who have suffered from domestic violence homicide, support their family members or friends, please feel free to be there on Monday from 11 a.m. on at Safe Berks. Also, next Wednesday, the 19th, from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Holiday Inn in Morgantown, there is a small business expo and procurement event. There'll be 50 local small businesses showcasing their products, goods, and services. There'll be work sessions there as well, and there'll be networking opportunities. So if you are a small business or you work for a larger business and want to reach out to small businesses to possibly do procurement with them, please feel free to visit. It is again this coming Wednesday, the 19th, from 4 to 7 at the Holiday Inn in Morgantown, and it's open to the public and free to attend. To get more information, you can register on Eventbrite under Diversity Mixer. And that's all I have. Back to you.
Thank you very much. We'll move now to Commissioner Kevin Barnhart.
Thank you, Commissioner Weinbach. As always, this time of year, we have an election board meeting at 11 a.m. in this room, in person and on Microsoft Teams. Some of the items to discuss: approval of payment for rovers and election day personnel. We have additional staff that we have to approve compensation for. Discussion of Dropbox security cameras and signage, and an update on the ballot, undated ballot litigation update from Cody Kaufman. And under general comments, I will be giving us an update on the 6 suggested items from the primary report. And I just want to say, because this is in public and being broadcast, we're already starting to get irritated people calling into election services. I think it's already heightened, and it's almost a month away. I say this for the support of our election services personnel. They are human beings. They have feelings, and they are compassionate people. They want to do their job. They don't need to get harassing and intimidating phone calls from people. Please, if you're concerned about your registration, you're concerned about your mail-in ballot, you're concerned about your absentee ballot, kind of count to 10 before you call, because these people are working early in the morning, into the afternoon, into the night. They're working mandatory overtime. We also have supplementary people coming in from other parts of the county. So people are hard-working, dedicated public servants. They don't need to be harassed and intimidated on the phone with conspiracy theories and that sort of thing. And I'm calling this out on anyone, party excluded, that feels as though it's time to beat down somebody working election services. They have a lot of work to do and a lot to get done, and the less time they spend on the phone with somebody trying to debate them about the value or non-value of certain procedures, especially like, election code and why they're doing this and why they do this in Pennsylvania. That's not for our staff to be dealing with. If you have a concern or complaint, call one of the three of us. We are the ones who really should be taking that type of call, not the folks in election services. I implore you to lay off of the people in election service and let them do their work. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Barnhart. Just one item that I want to touch on. I want to compliment our District Attorney, John Adams, and State Representative Barry Joswiak for coming out and calling for the closure of the Wernersville Community Correction Center in South Heidelberg Township. The most recent incident that is discussed in the article is an incident I became aware of shortly after it took place. The individual that was punched in the face is a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, and called. You can imagine he was pretty upset. This is just one in a series of unacceptable incidents that have occurred at that location. I did reach out to our District Attorney, John Adams, and he let me know that he had come to the end of his patience with this facility. I let him know that I will do whatever I can to help and support his efforts, and I feel the same way about Representative Barry Joswiak. This is not the right place for this kind of a facility. They don't have access to public transportation or ready access to public transportation. It's not like they're in walking distance of a lot of job opportunities. Just not a good location at all. And I can tell you the situation that I'm referencing could have ended very, very badly, either for the homeowner that got punched in the face or in any other way. It's just very frustrating. I'm hopeful that the Commonwealth will hear this, will address the matter, close the facility, and find a better location for that particular operation. That is all that I have. Are there any comments from our row officers?
Motion to adjourn.
Well, wait. Public comment. We have no public comment in person. I know you want to get out of here,
Oh,
but
no, it's just looking, there's nothing online either.
that's okay. And there's no public comment now. You may.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
The meeting is adjourned.